I used to stare at my IDE for 30 minutes before writing a single line of code. Just sitting there, tabs open, fingers hovering over the keyboard, waiting for something. The perfect first line, the right idea, or motivation. I don't even know. All I know is that by the time I finally started, I had wasted half an hour overthinking, and the worst part, when I did begin, I had realized it wasn't that hard. I had just psyched myself out. Then one day, while doom scrolling productivity videos instead of coding. Classic, right? I stumbled upon this weird psychological trick. It was not meant for programmers, but I adapted it. And suddenly I was coding 5 times faster. So what's the problem here? Why do coders get stuck like this? I have talked to so many developers, beginners and seniors, and everyone at some point has faced this analysis paralysis. That moment when you know what you need to do, but your brain keeps hesitating. What if this is not the best approach? Should I keep hesitating? Should I refactor first? Maybe I need to research more. It's not laziness, it's the fear of writing something bad. And let's be real, distractions don't help. You check one Stack Overflow thread and suddenly you are watching a YouTube documentary on why the Titanic sank. There's actual science behind this. Studies show that the human brain, when faced with a complex task, will try to avoid it in favor of immediate comfort. That is why social media, email, or just one more article suddenly become irresistible when you are about to start coding. Your brain is a terrible project manager. It hates uncertainty, so it stalls. That's where the 5-second rule comes in. This is not something I made up. It comes from Mel Robbins, who discovered a ridiculously simple way to break hesitation loops. Here is the rule. The moment you think of doing something, you must physically act on it within 5 seconds, or your brain will find an excuse not to. That's it. It sounds almost stupidly simple, but it works because it interrupts the overthinking process. Your brain does not get a chance to talk you out of it. Now, how did I apply this to coding? The moment I sat down and thought I should start coding, I would immediately do something. Anything within 5 seconds. Open the file, type a variable name, write a comment. Didn't matter what, as long as it was movement. The trick is that once you start, even with a garbage line of code, your brain shifts gears. It stops resisting and gets into problem-solving mode. At first, I thought, wait, is not planning important? And yeah, obviously, but that's not what I was skipping. I was skipping the hesitation phase. You can still plan, but after you have already started. It is like sneaking past your brain's security guard before it asks for an entry pass. Some of my first 5-second codes were absolute disasters. 10 typos in one line, semicolons in Python, a variable named XYZ, because I could not be bothered to think. But guess what? I was writing, and fixing messy code is always easier than starting from scratch. The results? My coding speed shot up. I stopped staring at my screen like a deer in headlights. My debugging skills improved because I was not obsessing over the perfect solution before even testing a basic one. And I realized something. Perfectionism is a fancy word for procrastination. Of course, I still fail sometimes. Some days my brain wins and I end up deep in a Twitter thread about AI taking over the world instead of coding. But when that happens, I reset. I remind myself 5 seconds, just move. Now, I want you to try this. Next time you sit down to code, the moment you think I should start, count down from 5 and physically do something. Even if it is just typing the function name. And then tell me, did it help? Drop a comment, even if it's just I tried it and my first line of code was nonsense. Because trust me, nonsense is better than nothing.